Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Today it's Monday. We need to do a market outlook video looking at what could be coming this next week of FIFA Ultimate Team. We didn't have a promo this weekend, which is interesting. We've had a lot of promos lately and a lot of hype around promos, and I thought we were going to get another promo actually this past Friday, but it did not end up coming out. So that was kind of interesting. I thought a lot of people, the way EA was tweeting, it made it seem like we were going to get some type of promotion that was going to be based on either Champions League or something along those lines. Just the way the things that they tweeted out and just kind of the the images that they put up on their Twitter page. I'm actually going to look up this Ramos card really fast. And what you see me doing right now is looking at some UCL cards. There's a lot of questioning about what's going to happen this week in regard to the UCL cards. Are they going to be re-released? I'm talking about these rares. Are they going to be re-released? Are they not? Are we going to get new UCL cards? What's going to happen? But regardless of whatever is going to happen along with that speculation, we know that we are getting something in regards to Champions League. Now I tweeted a picture of an email that I got earlier this week from EA talking about 4 kits that were going to be in the game. They're Champions League looking kits, and they had a new pack design, like the outside of the pack before you open it, they had a new design in that email as well, and it looked like the man of the match card design. We talked about that in a previous video, but I think that could be something of what we might see this week. They haven't given us a lot of hints on their Twitter, except they seem to have changed this to like a ones to watch looking design, and of course that email that they put out too is kind of interesting a lot of people right now at the moment, just because we don't know what's going to be going on with that. So basically what I'm doing this week is I have a lot of my coins liquid and I'm ready to go. I do have a few UCL live cards, but I have just a handful. I have a couple Renato Sanchez, I have a Serge Aurier in the club, I have a Cavani, and I have just some random cards that I'm just waiting to sell for lazy buyers. These Carvajals that I bought when his SBC came out, I'm still shipping those out to lazy buyers, trying to break even on those as I bought too high. But this week, this is why you see me liquid. This week, I'm a little unsure of what's coming. The pattern has been in the past couple of throughout this FIFA. Actually, if you look at look back at the team of the weeks, you see here that basically every 2 weeks we get a promo. Since this new year has come out and since EA has really changed the content that they've been doing, we've had 2 brand new promos with headliners and the future stars. We've had a promotion every 2 weeks. It is a pack promotion with new cards coming onto the market, and I think that's gonna stay the same this week. I mean, EA is probably seeing how high these high rated gold prices are right now, and they are just loving how many coins they're sucking off the market. I talked about this in yesterday's video, that these 86s, the 85s, everything, the high rated gold cards are just so inflated in price that it's crazy. And they're putting out icon SBCs, and people are doing them because they're icons, they have coins in this game, and they wanted to do them, and there's not a ton to do on the game, so people are trying out new cards. They're playing the game, the weekend league. But I think this week that is going to change. I think we're going to get some stuff Champions League related. I don't have any news or any sources about what that could be. I'm not huge into leaks anyway, so if I did, I wouldn't really say anything about them. But I think this week we're going to see a normal week of Champions League content. What does that mean? Well, usually we saw on the Tuesdays when the Champions League games would come out, on the week of Champions League we would see a marquee matchups for those games. So we'd have like a UCL marquee matchups, and a lot of times they would drop a tradable version of the UCL cards into these packs, which I honestly don't see them doing, because they said those cards were going to be done after the group stages. So that blue Ramos that I added my transfer list, that's what I mean by the UCL cards. So these cards right here, as we pick up a sale, I'm gonna have to check on that. These cards right here, I don't think they're going to be back into packs anymore. I think they're done. Now, people are speculating that maybe they're going to put out a team of man of the match cards from this first weekend. We could see that come on Friday. That's a possibility. Other people have thought that maybe instead of getting the +1 rating, like this Ramos is a +1 over his base card, maybe they're going to put out +2s. So they put a +1 out for everybody who made into the Champions League, and now maybe they're going to do a +2 for those that made it into the knockout stage. That's a possibility as well. But I do think we're going to get some type of new card pack promo this week. It just makes sense, and it would just fall in line with the plan that EA has been going forward with so far in regarding to Champions League. I know I had mentioned another promo yesterday that I thought could possibly be coming, and that was Carnivore. I don't think that's going to be coming here for another couple of weeks. I looked more into it today. I'll have a separate video on that, but I don't think we have to worry about that just yet. So market-wise, what do I see happening this week? Well, if you're somebody who likes to trade with these UCL cards, you might see some panic. A couple of my favorites are Dybala. I traded with him a lot earlier in the year. Griezmann, basically any popular card that has one of these the UCL items, not even the live. A lot of these cards are very popular. People still use them a ton, and they fluctuate a lot in price. A lot of people like to trade with them. And if people think that there's Champions League content coming and these cards might get back into packs, there might be a little bit of a panic sell that is a little bit unnecessary, because these cards, the way that EA words it, will not be coming back into packs or into the SBC packs at any point in time. So that's something that we can keep our eyes on. Trading wise, team of the week coming up for this Wednesday. We can go through here on Futbin and look at the team of the week contenders. It's not looking that hot, to be honest. A few cards like Aguero had another hat trick today against Chelsea in their 6-0 rout. But obviously that would be a back-to-back inform for him, so it's very unlikely that he would get into team of the week. Ramos had a goal and an assist in a 3-1 win, possibility for team of the week. I think Lewandowski could get in. That would be his second inform, I believe. He has a team of the group stage card, so we could watch for some panic selling on that. And that could be a good investment, because player of the month, Leon Goretzka, could be coming out this week as well. I'll be doing a video about that here soon. But that could be a decent investment if we pick up the panic sold version of Lewandowski if he gets in team of the week. Pogba's a possibility. His headliner card is way high right now because the possibility of him getting into a team of the week. Eriksen is another possibility, although he has a couple informs already, so a goal and an assist. I'm not really seeing that as a very team of the week worthy card, in my opinion. Sterling, I think, could get one because Aguero. There's got to be somebody who gets an inform from the City Chelsea games into a 6-0. I think Sterling might get it, 2 goals. That'd be his second inform. That'd be an interesting situation. We'd have to check out his other card, the Road to the Final. If I could type. The Road to the Final UCL Live card right now is way inflated in price with these games coming up this week and next week. The inform is up as well. So we're going to have to kind of watch these prices of these cards. If another Sterling does come out, and if there's any panic on this 87 rated card, we're going to want to step in and buy some of that, because this card will always be the highest rated. Obviously, if he does get another inform, it would be 87 rated. It would probably have similar stats to this, but this card is undoubtedly going to get upgraded after their first round game, because they play Schalke next week, and that should be a win for them. So back to team of the week predictions. Martial could very easily get in. I think it's between him and Pogba, and I think Martial might get the inform, which we could watch for panic selling on that Pogba card if that does happen. Other than that, not a ton of huge names. Maybe another Zapata, maybe a Bellarabi or a Belhanda. So the team of the week isn't looking eye-poppingly good at the moment. So there's nothing that we can really do at the moment right now to maybe invest for that. A possibility for some other ways to invest could be if man of the match cards get low enough. I'm going to be watching those tonight. Recording this on Sunday. I'm going to be watching these cards tonight during squad battles, and if they do get low enough, like they did last time they were in packs, I'll be picking a few of those up. If they're still low when you're seeing this on Monday via the Futbin graphs, if you see that they're still low, that could be a good shout. But this week, again, just kind of has a big question mark looming over it, although we do know one thing's for sure: we're going to be getting some Champions League content. And other than that, if we don't see any other pack promotions or anything like that, I think it just could be another week of the market going up. And if we look at some special cards, I want to go back to Futbin and show you guys this. A lot of special cards just took like an extra bounce up. So we'll just take a look at a couple random informs. And this is very applicable to to a lot of cards. Inaki Williams is 65,000 coins right now on Xbox. And a lot of stuff was just kind of hanging down here. He was obviously in packs. He dropped low, and then this weekend, a lot of stuff just went up. As you see here, he went up about 10,000 coins. Just because of the lack of a promo, people spent their coins. They went and they bought some teams, and that happened with a lot of informs from what I'm seeing around the board when I'm looking at informs. So that's one thing to watch this week. De Gea went up to 430K for this inform card. So again, when you're looking to maybe pick up some investments for a Thursday flip, there's honestly a double window where you can flip. You can buy some of these cards now on Saturday and Sunday night and sell them on Tuesday when a lot of people actually go and buy their Thursday flips. But the time when I've been buying a lot of my Thursday flips is Wednesday night. That has been the really good time that I've seen to buy a lot of the cards. And last week I bought a lot of these future stars. I bought Foden, as we saw in that video yesterday that I put out. Bought some Sancho and some Coutron. So again, special cards are always the way to go on Thursday flips. So that's going to be a good thing to look forward to this week. But for me, I don't have a ton of time to be on the game this week. It's going to be a busy week for me. So I'm going to try to get some investments in early on in the week. Try to ride through those as we get Champions League content. But there's going to be very many ways to trade when these Champions League SBCs come out. If we get any type of Champions League SBC, which I'm sure we will, like, you know, turn in this squad for this pack because of the Champions League being out, like a Champions League SBC challenge. You might have gold cards from the Premier League, like rare gold cards or non-rares. Like Premier League non-rare gold cards right now are 600 coins selling, 350. Ooh, expired. That's one thing that you can do. If you're a fast sniper, you can sit on the 59th minute and bid on these cards if you're looking to make some quick coins on a low budget, or bid on them and quick sell them, or sell them for a flip as well. So this week, I think we're just going to see Champions League content, and this year, all we've seen for that, just a few SBCs. When Team of the Group stage was out, they put out some extra SBCs that were cool, the Toni Kroos and the Laporte and the Insigne SBC. But I don't really know what all we would see of that. Hamsik expires in 2 days, so he will be out of here. Torres will be out of here by the time Champions League stuff comes around. So this live section of the SBC tab will be looking pretty empty once Champions League comes around. It'll be a perfect time for EA to fill it up with some type of content. So again, just taking a look at the week ahead, a lot of question marks. It usually is like this, but sometimes we really know what's going to be coming. But again, this week I don't see any perfect investments from the way we look at things right now. Keep your coins. A lot of people have UCL live cards. A lot of those cards are inflated, as we have talked about. I mean, we looked at this Sterling for a little bit earlier in the video on the price graph, and his card was just insanely high. I think if you have these cards, I think you want to sell them before the game, or if you really want to risk it, and you think they're going to score and be ahead during the game, you can take a chance and try to sell this card after that goal is scored. Maybe his price shoots up an extra 20 or 30K in that moment, and you can sell the card, because that's what happened last time with these games. They scored the goal to put them ahead in the game, so people thought they were going to win. They went out and they bought the cards, and then after that, it was a massive drop-off as people sold the card before it got upgraded. So that's one thing that we're going to have to watch. I remember Davinson Sanchez had a massive price swing in that time period, because he didn't get the upgrade right away after the game. People were trying to think, when's he going to get the upgrade? When's he going to get the upgrade? So his price kept dropping as people were selling the card. But then when he got the upgrade, it shot back up. So there's going to be some opportunities to trade with these cards in that time frame as well. If you see them, let's say Dortmund scores and Spurs are losing, you're going to see this card tank a lot. And if it hits a mark that is too low, especially because this is a very usable, overpowered meta card that people like to use in this game, if you see this Sanchez card just get too low, which would be, to me, somewhere around 250K on Xbox, low, mid 250, 260 on PS as well, 270 maybe, that would just be an opportunity to buy back in, because this card was just 260K a couple weeks ago. And that's the same for all of these cards. If they lose, there's going to be an opportunity to buy, because it's technically not over yet. They could still get upgraded depending on if they can win that second leg and score enough goals to win on aggregate, as you guys know how the Champions League does work. So that's going to be interesting to watch. Stay attuned to those Champions League games, especially this week, as we look to see which road to the final cards do get upgraded. If you enjoyed this video, smash a thumbs up on it. Comment down below any questions you may have, when to sell, when to buy. I like to have a discussion with you guys down there. And subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's been Nate, the FUT Accountant. Catch you guys later. Peace out.